Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn to convert between improper fractions and mixed numbers. We've got two success criteria, and the first one is to convert an improper fraction into a mixed number. So an improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator. So the number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom of the fraction. A mixed number is a combination of a whole number and a fraction. So the example there is 4 and 1/2. So here we want to convert 3 over 2 into a mixed number. Now 3 over 2 means 3 halves. So if we wanted to write that as a diagram, we just need 3 halves. Now I've done 3 halves of a circle, and you can see that 2 of those halves make up a whole circle. So as a mixed number, we've got 1 whole and then 1/2 left over. So 3 over 2 is equal to 1 whole and 1/2. Now to do this without diagrams, to do this numerically, you say how many times 2 goes into 3. So it goes into it once exactly with 1 remainder. And the bottom number just stays the same, so that 2 stays the same. So we've got 1 whole, because 2 goes into 3 once, with 1 remainder left over, so that goes on the top of the fraction. So here's 4 questions for you to have a go at. So pause the video and have a go at these questions yourself. When you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So for the red question, 4 goes into 11 twice with 3 left over. So our answer is 2 3/4. On the orange question, 5 goes into 18 3 times with 3 left over. So it's 3 3/5. On the green question, 8 goes into 17 twice with 1 left over. So it's 2 1/8. On the blue question, 28 over 6, 6 goes into 28 4 times with 4 left over, so it's 4 4/6. Now we need to put this in its simplest form, and 4/6 we can simplify because both numbers can be divided by 2. So our final answer should be 4 2/3. We can also do this using a calculator. So if we want to convert 45 over 7 into a mixed number, we type in 45, then we use the fraction button, which looks like this, and then press 7. If we press equals, and then press shift, and then press SD, it should convert it into a mixed number, and we get 6 3 over 7. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. So 5 over 2 would be 2 1/2. 5 over 3 would be 1 2/3. 9 over 4 is 2 1/4. 11 over 5 is 2 1/5. 14 over 3 is 4 2/3. 21 over 12 is 1 3/4. 36 over 8 is 4 1/2. And 22 over 6 is 3 2/3. So now we've completed success criteria 1, we're going to move on to number 2. And this is to convert mixed numbers into improper fractions. So for this, we need to be very careful about how many fractions make up a whole. So for instance, if you have fifths, 5/5 would make a whole because you split the shape up into 5 parts. If you split the shape up into 12 parts, that means you've got 12ths. So 12 12ths make a whole. If you split it into 18ths, 80ths, then you've got 80 80ths make a whole. And for 20ths, 20 20ths make a whole. So here we want to convert 1 3/4 into an improper fraction. So if we use a diagram to help us, so you've got 1 whole and 3/4. Now if you make them all into quarters, you can basically just count how many quarters you have. Now you've got 4/4 in the whole, and then you've got another 3/4 left over. So in total, you've got 7/4. Now the way to do this numerically is to do 1 times 4 and add it to 3. So 1 times 4 would be 4, and then add 3 would be 7. And remember, the number on the bottom stays the same, so the number on the bottom just stays as 4. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So on the red question, 2 2/5. So we need to do 2 times 5, which is 10, and then add it to 2. So that's 12/5. On the amber question, we do 3 times 4, so that's 12. Add it to the top number, so add it to 3, so that'd be 15/4. On the green question, we do 4 times 3, which is 12, and then add it to the top number, so that's 13/3. On the blue question, we do 5 times 9, which is 45, and then add it to 7, so that would be 52. So it's 52/9. Again, we can do this using a calculator. So if we type in 3 1/7 into the calculator, and we do this by typing in 3, and then we press Shift and then the fraction button, and then we type in 1, and then we need to go down to do the bottom of the fraction, and then 7. And if we press equals, we should get the improper fraction 22/7. Here's some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. So here are your answers. There's your green answers. There's your amber answers, your red answers, and your purple answers. Now the greens made Spain, the ambers made Italy, the reds made France, and the purples made Norway. And now we've completed success criteria 2. So now that we've completed the last objective, it's time to end the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it useful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the other videos on the rest of the channel. I'll see you next time. See ya.